Official welcome to our second full day in Sydney. Yay! Well, the day started early again because we're probably still jet lagged. So we got up at around 6:15 in the morning, and now the sun is shining. We have a slight breeze outside. It's not too hot. And I know it's super difficult to talk about the weather, but I need to mention it because back home in Germany, when we left the country, obviously it was winter there, and it was really cold. We had like around 0 degrees, sometimes -2 degrees, and we all had to wear like long winter jackets and scarves and gloves and stuff like that. So I'm just really appreciative of the weather here. The plan for today is we don't have many plans. I do a little grocery run, buy some workout shoes for my husband, I want to grab a coffee. And aside from that, I think I want to sit down and get working through my visa application, because obviously me as a German citizen, I need a visa for staying in Australia. And that's gonna be something that I'm gonna be working on in the next few days. I already have basically everything prepped that I need, but we're gonna have a look at it again, go through all of the stuff again, and then I want to submit it as soon as possible. I'm currently sitting outside here in the garden, reading my little cute autumn romance, which I'm really enjoying. I didn't expect it to be that good, because sometimes the romance books I read are a bit superficial and just just too light and fluffy sometimes. But this one is the right mix of light and fluffy, but still has a tiny bit of depth. As I'm sitting outside here in the garden, I just realized how happy I am to now have like full bookstores of English only books available, because I'm reading all of my books in English. I've started doing that, I think, around the time that I met my husband back in the day. And I started doing that because not only do I want to better my English in general and just, keep my brain active and keep my brain used to reading and talking in English, but also I started following a lot of booktubers who their channels are in English. They read English books, and I wanted to be reading exactly the same books that they were reading. And when they were speaking about their experiences with a certain book, I wanted to be able to say I read the exact same book and not the translated version of it. So I started reading in English. Anyway, what I wanted to say, that in Germany we have bookstores, and most bookstores have an English section as well, and they have gotten better with their selection. Like, they're having up-to-date current books. They have, multiple copies of different books and stuff like that. But obviously it's nothing compared to going to a bookstore in an English-speaking country. And I am just in awe of these Australian bookstores. Like, for example, we went to QBD and Dimmicks, I think. And it's just such a joy for my little heart to be in those stores, and all of the books are in English, and there's so much to choose from and so many options. And also obviously a lot of books that I've never heard about, that are not like book talk books and stuff like that, because in the German bookstores they often also had majority of current trendy books, so to say. But here in Australia they obviously have lots more to choose from, and every time so far when I was on a vacation here, I went to the bookstores multiple times and almost risked my luggage being overweight because I bought so many books. But now I don't have that problem anymore, and I could just go to the bookstores and buy as many books as I want, and all of them are in English. That's just making me so happy. It's such a random little fact. And yeah, I must admit, on the first day that we arrived, like the day that we arrived, that doesn't count for me as the full first day in Australia. It's just the day we arrived, so December 1st. We already, we tried to beat the jet lag by just walking around Westfield Mall, and just distracting our brains by doing mindless stuff, looking at things, going to shops, and we ended up going to two bookstores. And I already bought 2 books, so I mean, it's so hard to resist when you have so many options to choose from. Just in case anyone's interested in the books I bought, I have them upstairs. So I will just let you know which ones these are. So the first one I bought is the third book in a series, that's how you call it. It's the third book in the Bone Season series, and it's called The Song Rising. Really enjoyed the first two books in that series. And the other book I bought is The Will of the Many, actually, by, his name is James Islington, I think. Let's go grocery shopping. Foreign supermarkets are just exciting. Ooh, they have handcrafted soda. Lychee soda. I'm really thirsty now. Ooh, look what they have. Blended Belgian mocha. Ooh. Bueno choc hazelnut latte.
Correct.
Cappuccino. Just finished a workout class. In this case, it was a Pilates strength class. So the footage you saw of the nice waterfront, that was in Rose Bay. Beautiful. It's a perfect day. Sun is shining. It's warm, but I guess it's maybe not too hot yet. I can't really tell because I'm just still sweaty from my workout. And after that workout class, I took a bus from that area to Edgecliff. And I'm now walking home from Edgecliff. And before I left the station, I went into Coles and grabbed some sparkling water and some, I forgot what the name was, Solo. Solo is really refreshing, but I didn't have any in the refrigerator, so I have to wait until we're home, until I'm home. Me and the drinks, we're home. Anyway, I also bought some sparkling water because I haven't had any real sparkling water since we got here, and I kind of miss it. Here, the tap water has such a chlorine taste that I don't really want to drink it, so I bought some sparkling water now, and I'm really happy about it. It's the little things. So what I'm really happy about is that when you buy bottles here, that you can unscrew the lid completely, and it's not attached to the bottle like it is in the countries of the European Union. I just received 2 packages. I'm quite excited about them, so I want to show you what I got. Okay. Well, the first package I got is from Naked Harvest, or New Harvest as they like to call themselves now. And I have had Naked Harvest products before. Mostly got their protein powders, which I really did like a lot. It was the most perfect protein powder ever. It didn't make me feel sick or anything, because the protein powders I've tried before, I often had like an icky feeling when I used them. The first one is creatine. Then of course we have some collagen, and then the third and last product is one that I have never had before. Not from another brand, but also not from Naked Harvest especially. And I'm quite excited to try this, especially now that we're living in a hotter climate. So I got the electrolytes. In this case we have the strawberry kiwi flavor. I'm excited to try these. And the next and last package is quite exciting. I'm quite pumped for it. I haven't talked about this yet here on the channel, but I am enrolled in a mat Pilates trainer teaching. And I already did the anatomy course, which was the basis for being able to apply for the mat Pilates trainer course. And now I'm going to continue with that, mat part of the course. And the platform that I'm registered with, they are based in Australia. I chose them on purpose because even when I started the anatomy course back in Germany, I knew that at some point I would be moving to Australia, and then I could be taking the so to say exam of my mat Pilates course in person, because they offer that. They also offer it to be done online, but that's not really something I would like to do. I did that with the anatomy course. That was totally fine. But if it comes to training people, teaching people how to do certain exercises, I would rather take my closing out session of the whole course. I would like to do that in person so people can actually see how I instruct and give me some good feedback. But to get back to the parcel. So the company that I'm enrolled with, they offer that they send you a printout of the manual. They couldn't ship you the printed out manual to Germany. Only if you live in Australia, they can ship you the manual. And I reached out to them saying, hey, I'm already enrolled and I'm going to be moving soon. Is it still possible that you send me the manual later on? And they said, yes, of course, we can do that. Happy to. And now it arrived at our doorstep and I was so excited. Let's not overdo it. It smells really good. It smells really sweet, but that's what I like. I wanted to have the exact amount of water that they recommend, so I measured it. Let's see. Okay, my glass is a bit too small. That's fine. Anyway, cheers. Yeah, I like it. I really do. Tom, do you want a taste test too? 9. 9? When I buy a new calendar, it's really important for me to have this, I think you call it weekly layout, where you have 1 week on 2 pages. Here, so when you open it up, you have a good overview of what's to come that specific week. And I also really prefer it if I have like columns like that, where I can kind of see where in the day my appointments are placed. And it just gives me a good overview. I can't deal with any other layouts, so that's the one I always look for. Big steps.